Hello and welcome to the workshop. Appreciate you stopping by. These videos really are our favorite to do. I've mentioned that before in previous videos. Before we jump into the sneakers though, let me take a minute to say thank you to StockX, the sponsor of this video. We will put a link in the description. Make sure you go check them out, download the app, etc., etc. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are already familiar with StockX. In my humble opinion, it is the best place to buy and sell new, unworn, verified, authentic sneakers. We've been rocking with them pretty much from the very beginning a few years ago when the company just started. I love the layout. I love the setup. It's super user-friendly. They have pretty much every sneaker you could think of, from the Nike Mag to a simple standard Air Force One, from a Red October Yeezy or a Freddy Krueger SB, whatever your grails might be, to a pair of Stan Smiths for $50. You can filter searches, you can follow certain sneakers. It's just a really great setup. So check them out and have some fun with it. And speaking of fun, as I mentioned, we love doing these life test sneaker updates. We do. They're way more fun to put together than a regular review, and we're able to give you more useful and practical information. It's just a more in-depth way to do it. That's just the nature of it. So on that note, let's do it. Let the update commence. This is an official update on the Nike SB Dunk Low after 10 months of wearing. Pros and the cons. The good, the bad, the ugly. For starters, these do fit true to size. I know that's always the first question. They do fit true to size. It's more on the snug true to size, but true to size nonetheless. And this is the Para collaboration, this particular colorway, but I'm speaking to the Nike SB Dunk Low in general. True to size. Now let's touch on the resale value of this particular pair. To me, that's one of the more interesting aspects of sneakers right now. With some sneakers being so valuable, it's definitely something that you want to take note of. How they trend, which way they're trending, and all of that stuff. So these retailed at $100. And as of right now, as I sit here before you, the last pair on StockX that sold in my size went for about $550, which is a huge jump up from where they were at just a few months ago. Initially, when they released, they were going for about $200, so double retail. Then it bumped up to about $300, and now they are over $500. I think part of that is just the Nike SB hype in general right now. It seems like the hype has driven the prices up on even the pairs like this one that weren't initially all that hyped up or all that expensive on the resale market. Again, it's just something to take note of. Now, let's talk about the durability from two different angles though. Firstly, how well they hold up, and second, how good they look after you wear them a bunch. So not just how they hold up from a practicality standpoint, but also how dope they still continue to look. So one, they have held up really, really well. There's no loose stitching, nothing is falling apart, Everything is fully intact. It's a well-made sneaker, which makes sense because in order to withstand skating, which I have not done in these, but they're obviously made to withstand that type of punishment. And so they have held up really, really well just with everyday regular wear. And then as far as the aesthetics go, because that does matter too, it's actually really interesting. I love how they look once they're kind of beat up, and that's not always the case with other sneakers. You know, the Nike SB Dunk Low, in some ways it's very similar to the Air Force One. And the Air Force One looks terrible when you beat them up. A crispy pair of Uptowns, white on whites. Man, after 10 months, they're gonna look terrible. They're gonna look horrendous. I think these actually still look really good. I'd argue that they actually look better with some wear. Now the tongue is a little bit discolored, as you can see. There's obviously some creasing. But I think it just kind of adds to them. It adds to the character, like I said. That's just my take on it. And they did use a pretty nice quality leather as well. So after you break them in, they actually get a lot more comfortable. Right out of the box, I wasn't crazy about the comfort, but now they're pretty damn cozy. I mean, they are. It's not a 10 out of 10. It's not necessarily a sneaker you want to run a marathon in, but for all day comfort, once they are broken in, I'm going to say after like a month or two, they're a lot better than people give them credit for. You know, you don't think of the Nike SB Dunk Low as a comfort sneaker, but they're actually pretty comfortable. All in all, there are very few negatives, at least in my opinion. Almost everything has gotten better over time with these, from the value of the sneaker to the look and the comfort, so that's always a good thing. And this is definitely the Nike SB that I have worn more than any other sneaker this year, which is why we chose to do the update on them. Full disclosure, this isn't a shoe that I wear every single day. I haven't worn them every single day for 10 months straight, but I have put a lot of wear into them. Sometimes when we do these life test videos, I'll wear a sneaker literally every single day for a few weeks, even a month. Every single day. I'm currently doing it with the Travis Scott 270. I mean, every day. So I have not worn these quite that much, but they have gotten plenty of miles on them nonetheless after 10 months. They haven't just been sitting on a shelf. They have definitely been on the pavement. Overall, I got to give the Nike SB Dunk Low a 9 out of 10. I've often said I prefer the Nike SB Dunk High, but the lows have really grown on me more and more. We recently included it in our 5 sneakers every guy should own in 2020. Make sure you check that video out if you have not already. But I think the Nike SB Dunk Low, I think it's that good. I really do. I think it's worthy of being a staple in my sneaker rotation, and I think it's worthy of being a staple in your sneaker rotation as well. Leave a comment below though. Let me know, let us know, what are your thoughts on this sneaker? Not necessarily this colorway. I mean, sure, you could talk about the Para collaboration if you want, but the Nike SB Dunk Low in general, as a sneaker model, as a silhouette. What's the longest amount of time you've ever worn a pair for? A month, a year, 10 years? And what are your thoughts on them after wearing them for however long you wore them for? Leave a comment below and give us your update on it. Always love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. You are very appreciated. We will be back tomorrow, mañana. Same time, same place, right here at the workshop with a brand new sneaker for your head top. I got nothing else. Adios.